Welcome along. How's everyone feeling today? Good, good. It's great to live in Brisbane, isn't it? Who's from the Sunshine Coast? Anyone from the Sunshine Coast? Yeah, one, cool. Yeah, that's where I live now. I used to live in bloody freezing Melbourne, but now I'm lucky enough to, live in the Sunshine Coast, and basically I'm starting to really live the life of my dreams. Who's living the life of their dreams right now? Raise your hand. Shit, we've got some work to do, right? So I'm glad you're here because I've got some really powerful information that I'm going to share with you. And right now, what I'm seeing going on in the trading world is phenomenal. The opportunities are unbelievable out there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things going wrong with economies. There's some earthquakes going on. A war or two happens here and there, and all of a sudden the markets get really volatile and there's a lot of volume in there, which means opportunity for us. The opportunities in the markets to make some money. Just to give you an example, one of my biggest traders in my trading room right now, how much do you think he could have possibly made in the last 2 days? Have a guess.
20 grand.
20 grand? What about $36,000? And guess how long he's been trading with me for?
Yep.
2 months. 2 months. That's amazing, isn't it? And I've got a lot of videos for you guys to see, because it doesn't really matter what I can do, does it? It matters what I can teach other people to do. And that's what's really important to me about this whole year, is creating a massive trader network, successful traders that can go out and help everybody. Because when I was starting to trade, unfortunately, I didn't have anyone to hold my hand and say, Dave, come and follow me and I'll show you how to trade. The opportunities you guys are going to have today is for me to take you actually into my home and trade with me. Who would like to trade with me for 12 days, say, over the next year? Raise your hand, come on. No one offers the opportunities, especially what 21st Century Minis has got to offer right now. No one in the world does it. Do you know why no one else in the world does it? Or it's very rare? Because it's very rare to find successful traders that are willing to show you how it's really done and how they really do it. What I'm doing at the moment, I'm showing people exactly how I trade. I'm taking account from $50,000 to $1 million. Who would like to see that? Raise your hand. Okay, fantastic. Who would like to take every single trade that I do? From the 50 grand to 100 to $1 million. Come on, most of you should be wanting to do that, right? The reality is, people have just started with me recently. Some people have been with me long term. But what I'm creating right now is the ability for people to trade bigger money, like Brad, for example, who's up 36 grand this week. And, there's another guy, there's a 20-year-old guy, I reckon I'm going to kick him out the room soon. He's up $7,000. He used to make $700 a week. He's up 7 grand this week. And there's another guy that's been around for about a year. And this week, so far, he's up $12,000. The one rule when you trade with me? Do you know what the rule is? You're not allowed to make more money than Dave. Is that fair enough? If I'm going to teach you guys, if you do make more money than me with profit share, I can live with that. So there's only actually one trader in my trading room who's been trading for 2 months that's actually making more money than me, and I'm really upset with him. He won't profit share with him. I told him he's not allowed to come back. I'm only joking. But it's all good. But what I'm seeing is consistency of results. And that's what it's about. What I say to people is, listen, if you want to learn how to trade, fantastic, I know how to do that. If you follow me 100%, your odds of success are very, very high. If you want to go and do your own thing, well, I can't be held responsible for that. So I've created, and I'm going to talk about a little bit later, a platinum club, where the idea of a platinum club is that I want you to get the same result as me. Who would like the same result as me? Come on. I've made money for the last 4 years, and I can't remember the last time I lost within a month. It's incredible. And what I'm showing these guys now who are getting amazing results, if you follow, or write this one down, if you model someone who's successful follow you. It's very simple, isn't it? But if you go out there and try a bit of this and say, you know what, I know more than this guy already, and start taking your own trades, how can I help you? So what I've created is a system where I say, listen, give me your time. Who's willing to give me 3 to 6 months so I can show you how to make money? Raise your hand. Okay, most of you, fantastic. Because that's what I need. First thing I need to program into you is how to make money. Then, I'm not saying I know everything, or I know how to do the best things or the best ways. Nothing like that. What I'm saying is I know how to make money. If you want to make money, follow, model. Until you're successful, then you can move along. I'm going to show you the account, real statements, all the trading results and everything I'm going to show you today is real. There's no if, buts, or maybes. They're all on live accounts, live statements. I've taken it as account from the start of last month, or it started on the 31st of January. That's the first month of the year, right? Yeah. Just checking he's awake. Come on, you got to give me a bit here. From the 31st, I've taken it to right last night. It went from 56,000 right now to that 114,000. I'm going to show you that and show you how I've done it and how you'd be able to copy that and model that. Model the success. Is there any E-Mini members in the room right now? Got a few, fantastic. I know we've got one platinum member here. I'm not sure about you guys. But the reality is anything is possible. Anything is possible. You need to, there's stepping stones to get to where you want to get to. Learning to trade is one of the most exciting things to do. You know, I get out of bed still to this day, and I've been trading for 8 years, and if I missed 5 minutes of the market, I need to get to my computer straight away and see what happened. How many of you guys get out of bed right now and need to go and check with your boss what happened if you left work 5 minutes early? Does anyone go and do that? The difference is I get up every day and I'm excited what I'm doing. Sure, I have a lot of pressure on myself. I've got an auto trader. I've got different trading rooms that I've got to look after. But at the end of the day, I'm living. I can do what I want. You know, the other week I felt a bit flat and I said to myself, you know what, I need some inspiration. What do you guys do for inspiration? It's like women do it every weekend. What do? You go and spend some money, right? That's what it's about. How do you, why do you go and spend, or how come there's spendaholics or shopaholics? It's because it makes you feel good, right? So I needed the feel good. My feel good cost me 200 grand. Ouch. I just went out and I decided, you know what? I'll go have a look at a car. I walked into a car yard. Because I live on the Sunshine Coast, I had flip-flops on, dongs. I had, shorts, singlet, and I hadn't even done my hair. But I went to the dealer and I said, you know what? I've wanted this car for a while. I don't need it because I actually don't need a car, but I need a car to tow me jet skis. Has anyone got any jet skis? You need to get some. Great for getting rid of tension. But I just went there and I'd done it. Who would like to be able to go, not that, to go and spend 200 grand, but just to go out and really buy what you want? Who would like to do that? Okay, fantastic. Who can do that right now? Now, I'm here to change that, right? So what I need is your attention. I'm going to take you through some really powerful strategies, what I do, how you can get involved, and how you can start. Who would like to retire within 3 months of work? Raise your hand. Come on. Most people, right? There's a way to do that. Obviously, you need to meet some sort of criteria. But the reality is, as fast or as slow as you want to go, we've got something for you. We've got our standard E-Mini program, which just gets you started and gets you going, shows you all bits and pieces. We've got a platinum program where you'll come and actually personally trade in my house. So you come and trade with me for 3 nights over 4 weeks. It's a specific room where you would learn how to trade like a professional, following my dome that trades 50 contracts and it'll be moving up. So you have the ability to copy it to go to $1 million. Who thinks that's pretty cool? I'm a pretty excitable guy, so I think that's pretty cool. But what I think is even better is the results from my students. Last night I said to them, I'm proud of you guys. I am so proud because I see they listen to what I say. They're doing it, and what's even more gratifying for me, they're getting a result. And it's all about results, isn't it? For everyone. So if you just say, you know what, if I want you to start E-Minis, I do take it a bit personally if things don't go right. Obviously, I can't control everything, but whatever I can control, humanly control myself, I will, and I'll get you guys the results. So that's enough of me. We better get started on how to get there, right? Who wants to know how to get there? Okay, most of you, cool. But first, I just need to go through that I'm an authorized representative of Romad Financial Services. Okay, anything that I say to you guys is general in nature. It's like when I train E-Mini traders, I can't tell you specifically what to do. Okay, even I'll say to you, you should model me, which you should, but I can't, you have to make up in your own mind. It's your decision whether you decide to do that or not. If you decide to put on real money or spend any time, you need to take your own circumstances into account. I can't give anyone specific personal advice. A lot of what I do in my program, I say, you know what, if I was you, I would do this. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. You could speak to your financial advisor and see if that suits you and move from there. Is everyone okay with that? Let's move on from there. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? How to get from 1 to 5,000 a week. Who's earning 5,000 a week right now? Anyone? Okay, good. Who would like to? Other hand? Yeah, fantastic. So we want to talk to how fast we can get there. What is reasonable to expect? You know, like Brad, for example, he just blows everyone out the water. It's amazing what he's achieved. But it's not only him. You know, some guys that have been around trading for a while are making over $5,000 a week. I'm going to show you later, you know, the comment of the room. I said, how's everyone going? It's only Wednesday. We've got tonight and tomorrow night to go. And I would say 30 to 40% of the room is up $5,000 this week in one of the rooms that we have. So really, is it reasonable to expect to get to 1.5? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. When you become a professional, you know, so far I'm up a little bit this week, not that much, but it's probably a lot to most. I'm up 15 grand. Who would like to be up 15 grand? I've traded for 4 hours this week. 4 hours for 15 grand. What's my hourly rate? Pretty good, right? So who would like that hourly rate, by the way? Yeah, most people. Very good. So I want to tell you how to get there. What is index trading? What do we actually trade? Benefits. You know, the number one thing, and all of us want it, is cash flow. If you've got cash flow, you can do what you want. People say to me, well, Dave, yeah, it might take me a year or two to make $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. I say you don't need $2-3 million. What you need is cash flow. If you're earning $5 grand a week right now, you could be living in a mansion, have the nicest cars, nicest girlfriends, nicest boyfriends. You can basically 5, or let's say 10 grand a week, you pretty much can have whatever you want. Do you need to be a millionaire right now to have that? Yes or no? You don't. Okay, you don't. So it's actually closer than you think. And all of, you know, the benefits, main one is trading, being self-reliant. Who wants to just get rid of the boss or, you know, those pain in the ass clients or, you know, chasing bills and all that sort of stuff? It can be very, very difficult. I know, I was a plumber and I had bills. The worst thing, all the time I was owed 50, 60 grand all the time. And at Christmas time was like, come on, bring that money in. But it'd never quite come in, and you'd have people, yeah, reasons why. You know, you go do a job for someone and you don't get a thanks. You go, can you do it in a better price? What about thanks for doing the job? That'd be nice. But luckily enough, Brisbane people are, you know, fantastic. It's like I had to slow down from when I come from Melbourne. Like, you know, when you live in Melbourne, you're a little bit more aggressive. And you come here and the people are just so polite. And it took me about a month, a bit more, to get the aggressiveness out of me. Because I went into it and I bought some new stuff and it wasn't quite right. And, well, the Melbourneite come out at me. But I'm starting to relax. So we're getting there. So I'm going to show you a live trade, how it actually works. A trade a few weeks ago. Results, we'll talk about, we've got an auto trader as well, like trading room. We've got 2 trading rooms. So we've got a standard trading room and also we've got a platinum trading room. And for you guys to get the most out of this, I need you to do a few things for me. Is that okay? Firstly, take plenty of notes. I'm going to say lots of things that trigger. If you take notes about, oh, that was interesting or that was interesting, you can review them tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. And what actually happens is you'll retain so much more information. If you just sit there and I talk at you, you won't retain as much. I want you to get the most out of this. So if you write down, you know, whatever triggers you, write down any questions. After this presentation, I'll be sticking around so you can ask me whatever you want. Whether you're a member, non-member, you're quite welcome to come up and ask me anything. Okay, and the last one is enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the possibilities. You know, most people go to work and think, this, you know, this is my life. That's your reality right now. If you start to think outside the box or think what is possible, anything is possible. I believe anything is possible for anybody. And when you've been around me long enough, I tell you what, I'm infectious. Because, you know, it's like, imagine going to hang around with Jamie McIntyre and try to stay poor. You know, it'd be pretty hard, wouldn't it? It's like hanging around me, I'll lift you, lift you, lift you. And that's what it's all about. My reality is totally different to normal people. There's nothing wrong with it, but when we're brought up from our mums and dads, what happened? Go to school, work hard, get a job, earn good money, look after your family. What about being rich? What's wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with that? You know, I bought my first house and my mum, she walked into it and she goes, David, what have you done? She started crying. I bought this California bungalow in Coburg, cost me $140,000 and you couldn't live in it. I said, Mum, have some vision. You know, back then I was a plumber. I knew all the tradesmen. I can fix this up cheap and move on. You know, I sold that house 10 years on for $750,000. All up, it cost me, you know, about 2.5, What am I trying to say here, guys? 250,000, that's what it cost me. So I made 500 grand for sitting on a house over, you know, that period because I knew I bought in the right area. at that particular time. I knew the value would go up. You know, when you go and buy a house, do you think it's ever going to go down in value? That's why property investment is one of the best investments out there. But how good is the cash flow for 10, for 20 years? It's pretty ordinary, right? So I'm here to talk about cash flow. Then you can have the nice houses and whatever and fix it all up. So if you do those few things, it'll be pretty cool. All right, so very quickly, I want to tell you a little bit about myself because it's probably very similar to most of you, or you can relate to it. Why a lot of people learn to trade from me on Coming Team Minis is because they can relate to me. You know, I don't believe that I'm smarter than anybody else. All I believe is that I found something that I was really passionate about that interests me, and I work my butt off to succeed. But right there you can see I've got 2 beautiful kids. Pretty good looking, aren't they? Yeah. And I'm married, and, you know, what happened to me is I left school at 16. I'm going to keep it really short because I've got so much more better information for you guys. But I left school at 16. I went straight into a plumbing apprenticeship, and I was finished it when I was 20 years old. So 20 years old, I was earning $500 a week. That was fantastic back then. I was wrapped. It was great. You know, $500 a week, you're 20-year-old back then, it was good stuff, you know. And what would happen is I would go out with the boys. I was a real lad, go out and drink. I believe you're supposed to have fun. You're not there just to go to work, 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 work. Life is not about bloody work. You agree with me there? Say yes. Yep. I hope so, right? It's more about having fun, spending time with your family, doing things you want. Okay, obviously we need to put some time and effort in to accumulate money, because not accumulating money is just dumb, isn't it? Because what can you do if you've got no money? Nothing. It's society. You know, try to put petrol in your car. Try to go buy some milk. You need money, okay? The best way you can help someone else is how? Become rich. Because then you can help people. If you're poor, who can you help? You can't even help yourself. All right, so I was having fun. Sorry, I'll just get a bit sidetracked now and again. But I was having fun out with the boys, playing footy and all that sort of stuff. And then I met my wife. Is that a good or a bad thing? Not sure. It's a good thing, right? Because it's growth, development, and because you want to move on out of the stage of the drinking with the lads to moving on to creating a family, secure future, and watching our kids grow, hopefully having a lot of holidays, doing a lot of cool stuff. And, you know, by the time I get to my end of my life, I want to say, you know what? I had a great life. My life got to a stage where I got married, I needed to earn some money, so I started my own plumbing business. That was the first risk I took. Risks equals opportunity. If you never take any risk in your life, you'll never, you know, the opportunities just won't come to you, as simple as that. So I took a risk of starting my own business, and I got it going, and it was working really well. I got it up, I was earning $5,000 a week. And I was like, woohoo, this is pretty cool, you know. I was making good money. Not many of my friends made that money. You know, a lot of people didn't make that sort of money. And today, a lot of people don't make that much money. And that was 10 years ago. And what happened though, I was working 6 days a week, about 15 hours a day. Who can relate to that? A lot of people. And the reality was I was getting the reward, but what was my life like? What do you think I do on Sunday? Sleep, because I was knackered. And then you get up Monday and what do? You get back to work and you go through the whole stupid process again. There's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way, doesn't there? And that's what I said to myself. Luckily enough, because we get too busy in our own lives, we don't have time to sit back and say, you know what? If I give something else a go, you know, this could be possible. You know, people say trading's risky. I say bullshit. People are risky. Trading's not risky. Trading's like anything. It's like investing in property or whatever. Trading is about learning a business that takes a bit of time, learning it very well, learning how to make money from it, and then you succeed. Most people go into trading, for example, hoping to make money. If you hope to do anything, you never will. You need to leave hope at the door. You need to plan. It's like when you go start a plumbing business, you need to have this right, this right, this right, you'll make money. If you go into a cafe business, if you get this right, this right, this right, you'll make money. But you probably won't learn to be a plumber in 5 minutes, will you? How long do you think it would take to become a plumber? 4 years apprenticeship, isn't it? And like most jobs, people come into trading who want to be brilliant after 3 months. Okay, you need to give it the time that it deserves, because you can earn more than most professions, and a hell of a lot of money. So I got to a stage, I was lucky, I was sitting at Phillip Island. I remember it plain as day, I was having a beer, right? Dave's favourite pastime as a plumber, get home, have a beer. And I was sitting out the back, And I was just sitting quiet time, and I said to myself, what do you want? Have you ever asked yourself that? What do you want? I sat there and I said, I don't want this. What I'm doing right now, all I was doing was actually making my wife pretty happy. I was making my kids happy because they were enjoying the fruits of my labor, but I was miserable, absolutely miserable. And I said, you know what, how do I get out of this? So I went out, cut a long story short, and spent $90,000 on different investment programs. To do with property, shares, this, that, and the other. And at the end of the day, my friend just bumped me and said, hey, Dave, have a look at this. And I said, no, I don't want to have a look. I said, it's all dangerous and risky and all this. He goes, no, it's not. Come and have a look. And he showed me. It's funny, where do you think that guy is now? Do you think he's a trader? No, he's not. He went into another business. It didn't actually suit him. But once I found that it suited me perfectly. Instant gratification. Something that I have maximum control over. And once I become good at this, no one can take it away from me. Because are the stock markets going anywhere, yes or no? Yes or no? They're not going anywhere. If the stock markets collapse completely, what happens? No one's got any money, right? The world stops. It's like all the banks go bankrupt, everything happens. So for me, learning to trade and with the instant gratification, I could learn at night time. Some people say trading's at night time. I go, yeah, it is. That's great. For me, it is fantastic. Why would it be great for me, do you think? I can keep my day job. My wife's in bed, my kids are in bed, I can have peace and quiet to learn something. Imagine having kids around you and your wife coming in every 5 minutes. How the hell could you concentrate? It's the same goes for husbands, right? They're a real pain in the ass, right? The reality was it was perfect for me because I could work all day and learn this at night at my own pace. Whether you guys want to take over a 12-month period, really learn it, and then get really serious about it, or whether you would like to be really serious about it next week is up to you. There's a process that a lot of people are more comfortable with, is taking a little bit longer. There's people that say, you know what, Dave, I would love to be out of my job within 3 months. Who would like that? We have a platinum course. I say, the first time you sit down, I'll say to you, I want you out of your job in 3 months if that's what you want. Because that mightn't be what you want. You might say, you know what, Dave, I'm doing this for more leisure, or, I want to make some money out of it and learn it, and I know this is a real exhilaration. But I got to the stage when I needed to learn it, it took me a year and a half to become profitable. A year and a half. It was like, ouch, and I was about down to 60 grand. And I was down $90,000 on other courses. It was a bit painful at that particular time. But now I look back at it and I go, that's the best thing that could ever happen to me. Because where I am today, I'm financially independent. I could stop working tomorrow and I'll be fine. I don't have to teach anyone. I do it because I want to do it. Like in 12 months' time, my whole idea is to replace myself. Not that I'm going anywhere, but replace myself with successful traders around who can go out and help everyone else. Because unfortunately, when I was trying to do it, I had no one to help me, just to teach me the basics. Just the basics would have saved me thousands and thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars of time. So once I got profitable, then I slowly went up and up and up, and the rest is basically history. I've been a full-time trader for the last 6 years, and I love it. Can you tell? Okay, so a lot of people can relate to that story, and the reality is, whatever your reality is right now, it can be totally changed really quickly. You just have to decide, if trading's for you, you say, I'm going to step up to the plate, I want to take action, I want in. That is the bottom line. It was like me, I didn't hold back. I said, I want to have a go at that. Whether it suits me or not, is not what I needed to find, was what suits me. Who likes instant gratification, by the way? Yeah, a lot of people. Who would like to wait 12 months to see a result? Not too many people. What about 3 years? Okay, so it's like, why doesn't everyone buy an investment property? We know it's the right thing to do, don't we? Because the actual reward is too far away. It's too far away. With e-minis, the reward is instant. Like last night, I was so pumped. So pumped, not for me. When you come and trade with me, you'll realize I don't really care about myself too much. Okay, I know how to make money. But what I get excited about is what everyone else makes. And last night I had an auto trader on the trade as well. So collectively, I would have made us e-mini members about 200 grand on one trade. Do you think that's exciting? Okay, so I wasn't really worried about me. But once you become successful at something and move on, the enjoyment side of trading for now is, sure, I like to make money, but my enjoyment is getting from other people. and it's a great thing to be doing. So I hooked up, once I become a really good trader, I hooked up with 21st Century, and we've been going nearly 2 years now. We've progressed, and I believe this year is going to be one of our most amazing years. And I reckon easily I'll have 5 millionaires by the end of the year, at least. Maybe multi-millionaires. And that's a pretty cool thing to look forward to. Also, at the end of this year, I'm going to write a book. What do you think the book's going to be about? How I took 50 grand to $1 million, and how the others done it as well. I'm not as like that. It was probably my most 10 successful traders. I don't expect to get 10, but I expect to get 5, and their stories, and how anybody it is possible. Because I hate going out and people say to you, "What do you do?" When I say I'm a plumber, it's pretty cool because they leave you alone. But imagine if I said, "Oh, I'm a trader." Oh, that's interesting. Do you make any money from it? How do you do it? How long have you been doing that for? And then all of a sudden, I've lost 3 hours. I've been trading all week, talking all week about it. What do you think the last thing I want to do on the weekend is? Keep talking about it. Right? I'm about in the jet skis, having fun, and all the other cool stuff. So that's where I am today. And now this is where I trade from. It's like a movie theater when you come in. Actually, my office has got, it's probably got 20 computer screens in there, 5 or 6 computers. And then when the Platinum members come, it's got another 15 traders in there as well. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool place to be. Alrighty, everyone take a breath, go, you guys right? All right, let's move on. So what we actually trade, guys, we trade in stock index future contracts. Very, very simple. Don't get me wrong. Trading can be as difficult as you want it to be, or as simple as you want it to be. Why I was attracted to this is because it's so simple. I'm trading one item which in any given day goes up and down. And I'm able to profit from it when it goes up, and I'm also able to profit from it when it goes down, whichever way. It's not like, if I could only make money on going up, I would be restricted 50, 60% of the time. Okay, because I only could make money when the market's going up. But what we can do as traders, trading the E-minis and the index futures, is we can make money when they go down as well. So simply a stock index future is, a basket or group of stocks traded as a single item. It's like, for example, everyone's heard of the stock BHP. Okay, just imagine you traded BHP every day, the market was going up or down, and you traded up or down. That's exactly what we do, but instead of trading BHP individually, we trade a group of stocks. Specifically, what's called the S&P 500 is the top 500 stocks in the US. So I don't care what individually the stocks are doing. What I care about is collectively, are they going up or are they going down? And we do this by using some technical analysis on one market. One market, so we don't have to do a lot of homework or that sort of stuff. When we're there to trade, we teach you everything you need to know as we go along. So the one that we trade is what's called the S&P 500 E-mini future contract. And it's traded on what's called the CME, or Chicago Mercantile Exchange in the US. This is all I trade. People say to me, why don't you trade stocks, Dave? Why don't you trade options? Why don't you trade Forex? I say, why? The world we live in today is all about becoming very, very good at one thing, and that can make you as much money as you want. If I wanted to become good at Forex, options, CFDs, all the different sort of trading strategies out there, I would probably be taking 10 years to become good at all of them. When I can specifically learn one really well and make it forever. And that's what it's about. And this one particularly, there's nothing wrong with any other market. I'm just saying this one in particular, I've learned, I think it's actually one of the most simplest things to do, and you can make a hell of a lot of money at it. And for me, fast, that's for sure. So the benefits is all about cash flow opportunities. So if you're looking to make $100 a week, who'd like $100 a week, by the way? Oh, I'm only tempting a few people. Who would like $500 a week? We're still getting there slowly. All right, 2,000. We're getting there. 5,000. Yeah. What about Brad? What's he up this week? 36,000. Who would like that in 4 hours work? Okay, whatever it is. Who would like 100 grand a week? It's all possible. It is all possible. There's no cap to what potentially you can make. It goes with the experience, the capital behind you, the time, and all that sort of thing. But the reality is you can get to 1,000, or to 2,000 or to 3,000 a week really, really fast, depending on your time, your commitment, and your capital. Okay? I can say, you know what? I can turn anyone into a professional trader rapidly within 12 months. I say that'd be a rapid progression. And getting your cash flow up, my ideal is if you do the Platinum program, which I'll talk about, is that to get you to 5,000 a week within a 12-month period. That's my goal for every single person who does that program, for example. Okay, right now I've got 5 or 6 of them exceeding that already. So I'm going to have to come up with new goals. But then I've got a heap making sort of, $1,000 to $3,000 to $4,000 a week where I'm working with them to get them up. So we build the capital up, experience, and get them up to that $5,000 at the end of the year. Shit, look out. It's going to be amazing. It's an amazing buzz, amazing thing to be around and see. Also, our trades take minutes, not months. The trade we took last night, I think it took 3 minutes or 4 minutes. How many minutes was it? 4 minutes. 4 minutes to put a smile on your face. You didn't have to die wondering, did you? For 3 months or 6 months. It happens really, really fast is what suits me. Live trading, when you're first learning to trade, there's a real trick to this, right? You can do a few hours a day and just trade a few hours a day. That's what you're learning. You're not going to make a hell of a lot of money doing that though. Okay, doing a few hours a day is just learning all the basics and how things work, taking some trades, taking some winners and losers till you want to become more serious about it. To become serious about it, what I mean by you need to be available to trade when the trades are on. Okay, so for example, the trading room's open all night. It goes from 11:30 at night. We'll talk about Brisbane time. Anyone else can convert that. 11:30, any trade will be taken from then through to, say, 6:30 in the morning, something like that. Okay, so a lot of people can't do the whole stint, but they can do a few hours at the start or at the end. Does it make sense? There's one way around that, is do it with your husband or your wife. Okay, so one can trade the morning, one can trade the afternoon, or create what I talk to the guys about, a trading buddy. A trading buddy so you can learn from each other as you go, and also you can help each other out by trading each other's account. I can't advise you to do that, but I see a lot of people doing it, and they've done it off their own back, and it works tremendously well. So what happens is, you get the same result as me, or you get the same result as the trading room, or whatever, even if you're not there while you're learning. But once you learn how to trade and you say, you know what, I haven't got a day job, I won't be able to keep you away from the trading room. That's for sure. But while you're learning, doing a few hours a day is fine, even 3 days a week, 4 days a week, because initially it's about learning. If you want to make money from it really fast, that's a little bit different. You need to put a little bit more time in, a little bit more effort, and go from there. And there's different ways around that I can let you all know about. Also, we have an auto trader. As part of our program, I say, you know what, you can be really lazy buggers. Okay, you can have, when you go on holidays, put your money in the auto trader. My plan for the auto trader has taken me a lot to get going, and I've had my successes and failures with it, but right now, anyone who started on it, right now, if they were still on it or whatever, they'll be in front. Okay, this year I plan for it to make 100% on its money, conservatively, and it's on target. It is on target this year to get there by the end of the year. So where else can you find 100% per annum on your money? Can anyone tell me, please? Okay, so what if it got 50% per annum? Would you be disappointed? Yeah, because you said 100%, Dave, right? But the reality is, it's there to help you. I know a lot of people who are just starting out trading and they've got a bucket load of cash. Who would like their problem? A few people, it's what you call a quality problem, right? But they'll put $150,000 on the auto trader, for example, and then they'll trade $5,000 themselves until they grow their experience. And then they can move money to wherever they're at. It's like a lot of the Platinum members who come on, a lot of them had money on the auto trader. I said, no, you're with me now, bang, you're off that. Let's get more aggressive, because I'm a lot more aggressive personally than the auto trader will be. The auto trader will be very, very conservative. This year I'm going to go from 50,000 to $1 million. That's 1,000% on your money. 1,000%. And you watch me, I'll get there. Right now it's up 105% in 6 weeks. And I'll prove it to you, show you exactly the statements to make sure I'm not talking any hocus pocus, right? So auto trader, starting out, small capital outlay. Okay, so you can start up your own account for $2,500 and feel your way around that. Once you want to get serious about trading and make some good money at it, you need sort of between 10, 20,000, ideally 25 to 50,000. Okay, once you're confident in all that though. I would never say to anybody, start with an account of 25,000 or 50,000. I would never tell anybody to do that, because it is suicide. You need to learn how to trade, learn how you're going to react because you'll react differently to anybody else. Learn how to make money, then you can make as much as you want. You heard the saying, you got to crawl before you can walk. It's the same with trading. I don't care if you're a millionaire today. Don't go and put 100 grand in your account unless you can follow a specific guideline, which would be following me 100%. Okay? Once you go outside of that, you'll make a heap of mistakes, your psychology, you'll have some issues, and we're not all perfect as humans. We're not. As simple as that. So, but starting off small is a beautiful thing, and the simplicity, man, is phenomenal. It's like we've got about 4 or 5 signals that I could teach you very, very quickly. And then mastering obviously will take a lifetime. But that's okay, isn't it? We always can get better and better and better at everything. And you can rely on our trading rooms, you rely on yourself. But if you learn one of our signals, so that's either if the market's going to go up or down, if you learn one of them really well, you can feed yourself and millions of other people forever. Just becoming good at one specific thing. And that's what it's all about. The simplicity is beautiful about trading. All right, would you guys like to see how a trade actually happens and works? No, not showing you. Would you guys like to see a live trade, yes or no? Yes. Would you like to, yes or no? Yes. That's better. I like it. All righty. So what I'll do, when we go into a trade, we have what's called a trading dome here. And also we have what's called charts over here. So this is the area where it tells me, you know what, Dave, the market is more likely to go up, or Dave, the market is more likely to go down. So we teach you all the technical analysis. For this example, there's no need for you to know why we bought or why we sold. But in this case, what I want you to listen for is my instructions. I'm telling you what price I'm buying at. I'm telling you when I'll move my profit target. I'm telling you when I move my stop. I'm talking you through the whole trade. Do you know, so many people do different sorts of programs, for example. They go home, practice it. Do they ever put a live trade on, yes or no? I would say 90% of them go home and don't do anything because they've got no one to hold their hand through anything. With our trades, we talk you through it. We actually do the whole trades. Okay, that's one of the amazing differences with the EME program. We have 2 live trading rooms that you can do this through. What I want you to notice is, in this case, I'm going to buy. So when I buy, I'm clicking on the blue side. It's a bit dull at the moment here, but I'm clicking on the blue side. When I click on the blue side and enter the market, 3 things are going to happen. 1, my stop loss is going to come up. And that's going to be red. You'll see a red line go across. I'm going to have a profit target which comes up, and that's a green line. It'll be a green line. And there'll be a brown line that comes up, and that's my entry point. Does that all make sense? Once we enter any trade, we've already predefined what we're willing to risk and what potentially our reward is. And then we can adjust as we go. I can never risk anymore. I will never risk anymore ever. But we can always go for a bit more profit. Is a bit more profit okay? That's a bit more okay with most people, okay? So let's get this playing. And what I'll get you to do, because you guys need a bit of energy, everyone stand up. Everyone stand up quickly.
All right, I'm Phil.
All right, so I'll just rewind that a fraction because you might have missed it standing up.
I'm Phil.
All right, you guys ready? I'm about to tell you we're going to buy or sell at a specific price and do it on this trading dome. Actually, I've already told the room I'm buying at that price. It's a bit hard to read on this, but we're buying at that price there where that green line is.
All right, I'm Phil.
All righty. So in this case, we want it to go up. We want it to go up to that green line there.
Just move the profit target to 35.50. If it's going to go up, that's about where we want it to go to. So if they break up from here, they should be looking for yesterday's high, which is 13.36. So alright, here we go. Come on, buyers, come in here. Let's get this party started.
You've got to talk to the market and ask what you want from it.
Yeah, get going. I'm just going to put my stop to 31.75, guys, because I don't want this to come back down. So we've got a 1 point stop now. Let's see if we can get a fold through here on the upside.
So come on, buyers. Could ask
I
nicely.
just want to gust the buyers here.
So we've got a live trading room where everybody can hear me talk.
Big, strong candle up.
So you don't feel alone.
They break below that 32, they'll be coming down. So that's why we've got our stop at 31.75.
So that yellow line, guys, that yellow line's the current price of the market there. I forgot to explain that one. But that's the current market price. And that goes up and down all day.
This bit. Come on, buyers. Come on. Warm the hands up. Come on, guys. Give me a bit of support here. Come on, come on, buyers. Yeah, let's get going here. Come on. Come on, buyers. Come in here. I know he's wanting. Come on. Keep coming. Here we go. We've got buyers on the NASDAQ this time too. Let's go. Let's get this party started. Here we go.
Come on,
We've got
cheer.
some buyers now.
You've got to cheer, it won't work.
Let's see that rubber.
I've programmed this specifically not to work for any of you if you don't cheer. We've got people who sit at home, yell and scream, wake up their neighbours in the middle of the night, so excited.
These guys need to see some money in the bank here. Let's push up here. Give me 7.5 grand here. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Let's get going here.
That's
Past
it.
that
Come
34,
on. It's an encouragement.
Come on. Keep going. We've got heaps of buyers here, guys, everywhere. Russell, Dow, ES. Come on, buyers. Get going here. Here we go. Hitting that 34. Come on. Get through that 34. That's it. Here we go. Up to the 35.50. Keep pushing. Here we go. Come on. Now we get some more buyers here. A little bit more buyer action we need. One solid candle up here, guys, and we'll be up to that 35.50. No doubt. Here we go. So we're going to move our stop to break even now, guys. Move this stop to break even. Here we go. Keep pushing up.
So we can't risk it. We're not risking a cent on this trade now. It's a feel good.
I've got half of my position ready to get out, guys. I'm just seeing what happens here. So I'm letting it go at the moment. Just letting it go. Pushing up here. All the other markets are pushing up too. I'm going to take 34.75. I'm going to take half out. 34.75. I've just taken half the contracts out. Okay. Let's see. Just watching here if they don't keep pushing. Let's take all out. 34.75. Just get out of it.
Come on, clap. Listen to the members. Yeah. The reality is the trades are really quick. Normally 5 minutes, long ones, 20 minutes. Most of the ones, when I get them really right, they go really fast. But the reality with that trade took 5 minutes or 20 minutes or however long it took, was $5,312. That was the profit from the trade. Every trade I take, I'll make between 5, 7.5, sometimes more. Okay, and in that particular case, I'm only risking $3,750. And I'll do that over and over and over again. Like this week, I've only taken 2 trades. The first one, 7.5 grand winner. Second one, another 7.5 grand winner. Pretty boring, isn't it? So it's not rocket science how fast and how actually easy it is to make money. Obviously, it's just as easy to lose money as well. You need to be careful. You need the right tools, the experience, capital, time, but at the end of the day, the results can happen. And, it doesn't really matter what I can do. It matters what the results that my members are getting. And I'm seeing what makes really good traders and how they can go really fast. It's like, one guy was with me 4 weeks ago. He was trading about 10 contracts. Right now, you'll see a video of him later. In this last month, he's made $36,000. You think that's a bit of exhilaration, isn't it? It's about nitro in his card or something. But the reality is it's there. It's very simple to do. On our trading domes, if we're looking to buy, we click on the blue side for it to go up so we can make money when it goes up. Also, if we think the market's going to come down, we click on the red side, and that's as difficult as it gets. And then obviously we get some contracts out, we move our stop and our profit around a little bit. Within half a day, you know exactly how to do all of that. And then the hardest thing is to be able to follow me 100%. And that's actually not hard, is it? Because you can see I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. It's the hardest thing is for you to say, nah, I know better than him already. That's the hardest thing. But the reality is what I try to get everybody to do is give me their time. Let me show you how to make money first. And then you can move on, create your own strategies, and I'll work with you on your own strategies. So at the end of the day, you can become a self-reliant professional trader, and that's what it's all about. Would you agree with that? Do you think that's a good system? Yeah. All righty, cool. Take a seat. So where we do all this, guys, we've got a live trading room. We've actually got 2 live trading rooms. And as soon as you enroll, you get access to our normal trading room. To get into the platinum room, obviously you need to become a platinum member, which is a different trading room. But you actually get access to both of them if you do that as well. So it's just not one, you get access to both trading rooms. So you just get your username, password, you log in here, and what you see is one of the moderators will be projecting their charts and trading dome. So you actually see this at home. You don't have to go anywhere. So what I just showed you in that video, you're doing at home. You log in. You don't have to download anything. It streams live. Our voice is live. Our charts are live. The trading dome. And we've got real money going on all of them. Okay? So there's nothing pretend. Everything, all our results and everything we do is all tracked 100%. So with this trading room, you have our trading dome there. So you'll have when we're buying, when we're selling, when we're adjusting everything, and also the profit and loss at the bottom of them. Green is good, isn't it? At the bottom, red is not so good. But red doesn't happen too often, not for me. But having something like this tool to learn how to trade is essential to become a day trader. Without it, good luck to you. You'll be like me, 60 grand down. That's hard cash, a year and a half of your time or 2 years, and you'd probably give up. I was very lucky because I'm very stubborn that I didn't give up. Because there were times where I thought, man, this is too hard. Even for me. I was earning good money so I could blow a bit of money, but I was giving my life away to learn this, and it was very, very difficult. But this trading room, having the support of what we do, can accelerate you. Like I said, from 1 to 3 months, we can have most in the platinum room, for example, but it's not for everyone. We could have you replacing your income. As long as we could manage your time, you had a bit of capital behind you, I would give you my experience. It takes 3 things to make money. Experience, time, capital. Without any of them, you're buggered. Okay? Your time can be managed, and we can help you manage that, and creating a trading buddy is one of the beautiful things. Capital, sorry, I can't give you any. Okay, you'll have to raise your own. How do you raise capital? Friends, family, banks have got heaps. But you wouldn't go and raise capital until what? You had a little bit of experience and you knew this was going to be successful. I wouldn't tell you tomorrow, go and borrow 100 grand and stick it in. I would say, no, let's build your experience. Then I'll be pulling you back saying, no more capital. You get me? There was a guy at my house 3 weeks ago. And he said to me, Dave, I'm trading 10 contracts or whatever, or 20 contracts. I can't remember how much it was. And I said, you need to get your account to 125 grand if you want to do what I do. He goes, I can't do this for that reason. Last night I said to him, he said to me, Dave, I'm following your account from 50 to $1 million. And he's following me exactly right now. Okay, 50 contracts he's trading. So he's up 15 grand just like me this week. I said, how much is in your account? He goes, 170 grand. I said, where did that come from? You don't even need that much. He goes, Dave, I got excited and, everything's just going so well. So far in the last month, he's up over 30 grand. He goes, I found it easy. And you will if you've got the confidence. You can see where it's going. But right now, you haven't got the confidence. Doesn't matter what I tell you. It matters what I show you. And one of the beautiful things about successful people, it breeds other success. And people become better and better and look up to that. For example, Brad in the trading room, he's our biggest trader. He's up 36 grand this week. I said to him, I want you to communicate with other people in the trading room, telling what's going on when you have the big wins, because he feels a bit embarrassed because there's no one at his level. Does that make sense? He's like, he doesn't want to say it. I said, no, it's a good thing because they might want to get there. So they'll look up to you. Does that make sense? It's like me. A lot of people look up to me and all of a sudden they've overpassed me. But they haven't got the pressure that I have with, calling for an auto trader, the room, running a business, and trying to have my head screwed on the right way as well at the same time. Okay, so if I didn't have the trading room and I didn't have an auto trader and I didn't do what I did, I would be able to trade 200 or 300 contracts a time, no problem. But if I did that, I would have to give up teaching people. And for me, this year, next year, and the next year, and forever is not about the money anymore because I have enough. Does that make sense? So my thing is giving it to the people who want it, making sure they become successful, and the best way for me to do that is make it easy. But hey, if I make $1 million from trading, that's still pretty cool, right? Is that pretty cool still? Yep. Yeah, okay, cool. And you guys can track it all year. Okay, the results are 100% accurate. So we've got a live trading room. In my opinion, it's the most powerful way to learn by far. Without it, you'll have a lot of troubles and struggles. But we have 2 live trading rooms that are pretty much open all day, and you can learn from them. Takes and trades are they called. So initially when you start, I say, follow me. You're going to fumble around a bit and do your own things and think you know better, bits and pieces, while you're learning strategies, okay? But once you want to start making money, you need to model initially. And then you can progress. And there's ways, I haven't got time to go over it here, but there's ways, and I teach you ways how to actually do this and accomplish this. Because my goal is not for you to be relying on me, but relying on yourself. Okay? Instant answers to your questions. So as your learning goes so much faster because you can say, all right, Dave, why did you do this? Or why did you do that? What about this one? Are we looking for this or looking for that? You get answers right then and there. Not emailing someone away saying, oh, Dave, I'd like to do this, or Dave, I'd like to do that, and then me answering you 4 days later. You're not learning anything. This is instant answers. Also, to you're answering the moderator's question, they answer you just like I'm talking to you right now. But what else happens is everyone else is out there asking questions as well. All the other members in the trading room are asking questions, and because we're answering their questions, you're learning so much more just by what the moderator is saying and explaining things. What you'll find is you're typing a question, someone beat you to the punch, and the moderator's already answering your question. And also, what it does is reinforce things over and over and over again, how to do it. Okay? That's why the trading room is the most powerful weapon at your disposal. Have successful professional traders show you first how to do it, and then you can take the trading world to wherever you want, that's for sure. And the helping hand to give you the confidence. Trading is all about getting the start. Getting the start, and then you can. Once your confidence grows, it's easy. How easy is it, Heather? It is easy once your confidence is high, isn't it? It's amazing what you can achieve. You know, my problem I have at the moment, I've got these platinum guys. Their confidence is so high at the moment, they don't expect anything to ever lose, which obviously I can't do that, right? I'm going to have some losers along the way. But my thing is keeping them in check so they're still learning, and be humble. Be humble when you win. Be humble when you lose. Okay, what it's about is slowly building up, and you can get to where you want to be, but you need your confidence to be unbreakable. My confidence today is higher than a lot of people, let's say. Because what happens to me is if I have a losing day, so what? I'll pick it up the next day and charge them interest. Where some other people's reality is they might have a losing day, they won't turn up for a week. See the difference? Okay, I've got an unbreakable confidence within myself because I've built that over success, and successful years of trading. And that's what you want to create for yourself. My reality right now is different to everybody else's who is not a professional trader right now. You know, imagine Jamie McIntyre. Who's got his reality? I haven't got his reality. You know, the guy's, zillionaire. But the reality is, my reality is just fine for me. I don't need to be like Jamie McIntyre, and I couldn't be because the guy's brilliant, and he's got more stress than I could ever handle. I've got enough just doing what I do. But the reality is, my confidence is unbreakable for what I do. You want to get your confidence to a level where it's unbreakable for you. You with me? So it doesn't matter what I do or the next person is getting your confidence right up there. Come on. Also, we have an auto trader, guys, you might take advantage of as well. While you're learning, you might have some capital and say, you know what, if I made 50% or 100% over the year on this, that'd be pretty cool as well. Who thinks that? It's like what's happening right now. All the members are making a bit more money than some of them can handle. What do you think they'll do with the extra cash? They put it in the auto trader and let Dave worry about it for them, okay? And over the year, what you'll find is your trust will become in me unbreakable as well, because I do the right thing. I turn up, I trade, I know how to protect everyone's winnings. I know when to trade hard. I know when to stop. I had enough because I've been around long enough to know this stuff and do it really well. So the main advantage of this is you could be on it within a week. If you opened your account, funded it, you'd be on it in a week. As simple as that. It doesn't take trades every day. It doesn't trade flat out like I do. It is very, very conservative because that's the clientele I'm building it for as well. It's conservative. If you want to be aggressive, get in the trading room and have fun with me. That's what it's about. If you want to come there and make 15 grand in a week or 36,000 or, this week I could actually get Brad to 100 grand. He doesn't know this yet, but that's my plan. But imagine making 100 grand in a week and you've been trading 2 months. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing what's possible. And even guys and girls in the trading, whether it's $1,000, some people, $3,000 is unbelievable. And then once they've reached that goal, let's create a new goal of 5,000. And once they've got past that goal, let's create another goal of, 50,000, whatever it may be. And then you'll get to a point where you sit back and go, I'm happy where I am today. I'm happy. I'm doing what I want. After a year, between year and 2 years, you can trade the hours you want, do what you want. You'll have a training buddy. One of the best things you can ever do is get someone to do this with you. So you can support each other with hours, support each other. The worst thing you can do is go tell your neighbor, say, oh, I went and listened to this guy talk about trading. Sounded great. He'll go, yeah, bullshit. Don't do that. It's scary. It's risky. Because that is his reality. Does that make sense? Where my reality is over here, which is strong, mighty, unbreakable. And they're the people I listen to, look up to. And if someone says to me over here, says, you know what, Dave? Nah, crap, you can't do this, you can't do that. I'm saying, you stay here. I don't want a bar of it. And I actually dissociate from people like that because negativity breeds. Over here, we've got positive people. What does it breed? Positivity. And the reality is you start something, you say to my family doesn't even know what I do, for God's sake. Most of them. They don't know I'm a professional trader. How funny is that? My mum and dad do, but the rest of the family don't. I didn't go and try to tell the world because I found when I went in to try and tell 2 or 3 people what I was doing, negativity sat in. And all I wanted was positive people. So be very careful who you talk to and associate with. So creating your own trading buddy, create your reality. We all have brilliant minds, in my opinion. We can do anything we want. The way I look at something will be totally different to how you look at it. But there's nothing wrong with that. But you can take it to whatever level you want. But surround yourself with positivity, people who are going somewhere and where you would look up to try to get to. So with an auto trader, this is a great tool, especially get on it. If you're starting out doing some simulated trading, you're not ready to trade live yet, but you're quite happy to be on the auto trader, you can do that. It's a positive thing. It's a good step. It's getting you started. So we've got a blog here, guys. I'm not sure if you guys know this, at 21stcenturyeminis.com.au. You can actually go off it and get into our blog, and there's always reports on there. There's fantastic information. There's charts. There's what's going on, what people are achieving. A lot of stuff in here. Also, results. All right, let's just start with the platinum results. Who thinks that's a good idea? Okay, so in this particular trading room, I trade my money real every day right in front of everybody. Okay? When I trade, you see my account name, number, and it's all real. Isn't it, Heather? Can you back me up on that? Do you like seeing my dough? Yes. Do you want the money off it? You prefer Brad's. We don't see Brad's though, do we? So we don't know, but yeah, I know. He sent me his statements before. But I started it on the 31st of January, this particular account. Okay, and this is all it's traded over the last month and a bit. Because I've had platinums at my house, pretty much I've been a bit conservative, but now I've got rid of them out of my door. I can actually get a bit more aggressive and get some more trading. But, it's very light on there, isn't it? But the reality is, it started at 55 grand. I need to make this a bit darker. The 31st of January here, it started, and first trade it made 4,000. I don't know if I can make that any darker. Can you make that darker, Joel, so we can see? Oh, there we go. Oh, movie theatre. How cool is that? You still can't really see the numbers. But the reality is, it started off And what you can see, these are all the winning days in green, and these are the losing days in red. So, 4,800, do we call that a loss? 163? It's actually commission. I would have paid for the trade, so it would have been break even. Then 4,000, 2,000, lost 3,000, made another 4,000, 4.5, 4.8, lost 2, made 5, lost 4, made 8,000. Another 4,000, another 4,000, lost 3,000, made 9,000, and last night made another 7,363. Do you think that would be hard to follow? Would you be okay with that? Yeah? You sure about that? Okay? The reality for this particular account, and I'll show you here while I'm here. That statement today. So this is real. Okay, so I started this account with 54,000, so 54,743. Okay, that's what I started it with, because that actually shows the winner on the 31st, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see there? 31st to the 1st, that's when it started. As of last night, well, 3,700. That's the other room account. Oh, this one looks a bit better. As of last night, so you can see there the 16th of the 3rd, it's got 114,000 at 171. That's just by simply trading, having a few wins. You'll see on the losers, there was actually only 3 or 4 losers, but there was actually 13 or 14 winning days. My success rate on a day rate is about 80%, something like that. So if I have a week trading, I'll expect to make 4 days and maybe lose 1 day, something like that. Very, very easy to trade, okay? In this trade last night, it was one trade, $7,500. It took 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And if I would have held it, I could have actually made about 50 grand. The market dropped unbelievably, but you can't expect that to happen all the time. It was just one of those things. But what I'm just trying to show you what is possible. Who thought that you could really make 100% on your money in 6 weeks? Can we just lighten those lights so I actually see people? I can't see anyone. Thanks, guys. Who thought it was possible to make that much money? Over 100% really on your money in 6 weeks. It's a Ponzi scheme. Something going on here, right? But let me tell you, it's possible. It is possible, and people are doing it. Not just me, lots of people. And this account here, I'm taking from 50 to $1 million. You watch me. I'll double it over the next 6 weeks or whatever. I'll actually probably go a bit faster now, because once I've got more capital, what I'm going to do is compound it. Does that make sense? I'm not actually taking any money out of the account because I don't need it. But what I'll do is I'll compound it, and I'll keep building up the contracts, and all of a sudden, bang, by default, by just doing what I've done over the last 6 weeks, all year, it'll be $1 million. But it's about just getting a little bit of consistency, moving up. Once you're at that level, get more consistency, go up. Confidence grows. Everything you're doing is going easy. The hardest thing I have to do is slow you down. Okay, building your confidence. And 100%, people say to me, how much percent on your money do you make a year? Well, I make a good percentage, but I don't look at it that way. Does it make sense? If you look in percentage terms and you put it to something else, I'll blow anybody away out there, whether in most markets. Because who else makes up to 1,000% on their money a year? It doesn't happen, right? But the reality is, will I make it happen this year? I've got the 100% belief in myself it's going to happen, no doubt. And I'll be doing it right in front of everyone, and that's a cool thing, because they get to follow along. I would say there's 5 or 6 people right now who have got exactly the same amount of money in their account as me, and they're ready to go. Whatever I say, let's go. But in that, they're learning a hell of a lot, and what else are they doing? Making a hell of a lot as well, right? And have a heap of fun doing it. So, making money, there's a trick to it. Learning from someone who knows how to do it, who's willing to show you how to do it, right in front of you is the key. Is the key. If someone says, I know how to make money, but he's not willing to show you, what do you do to that guy? Okay, thanks, but no thanks. If you're going to go into anything, doesn't matter what it is, you want to find a guy who will stand up and say, you know what, I know how to do this, I do it here. And this is where I make my money, and I'll show you exactly how I do it. They're the people you want to deal with, 100%. All right, so unfortunately, guys, I can't show you the blog, but make sure you go check it out. See all the writing there, the comments from the room, videos, heap of stuff there. Really good. Even if you're already an E-minis member, go there. Go and check it out. See what's happening. You know, you can keep up to date with the Platinum room, the normal trading room, the auto trader. Heaps of stuff's in there. A lot of good information. So I already showed you the Platinum statements. Whoops. Let's see if we can get this to play. You like my jet ski, guys? I've got 2 of them. We can have fun. See if we get this to play.
We're here with David and Barry at the E-minis Platinum Day. It's just another run-of-the-mill day. Bit of
Been an hour and a half for the boys because they've done so well this week.
Worked so hard this week.
They've all made their money, so...
everyone's made a bit of money. How much have you made this week?
I made $4,000, mate.
Made 4,000. It's, what is it, Thursday? We've still got a day to go yet.
Day to go.
Day to go, so we'll see if we can double it up.
Might be a half day today, though, you reckon?
Well, we've got the party tomorrow night. You never know. If they don't kill me on these jet skis, we might get to tonight.
Kill you, kill us.
So as part of the Platinum, I took the first group out on my jet skis. Bloody nearly killed me, they did. Buggered one of them up. I had to take it to the shop and get it fixed. But anyway, you know, I'm lucky enough to live on the Sunshine Coast and take my jet skis out. Within 3 or 4 minutes, we're out on the water. And they're the best. It's nice to be able to buy the best, isn't it? Good fun. Also, you know, just emails I get in. So this guy was up $5,500 in 3 weeks. This was a bit into last year. You know, 20th October, he was writing me this stuff. And he was just updating me, saying his first week he made $2,000. Second, he was up 2.5. Third week, he was up $1,000, and it's only Tuesday. Okay, so moving along. Another one from Adrian. This guy out of 7 trades, he was on the auto trader. He started at a really good time, right when a good winning patch come along. He was up $4,500 in a short period of time, and you know, just saying thanks. Just saying thanks. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to tell you about what our programs entail and what's included and how jam-packed they are. Okay, I believe we've got one of the most comprehensive training packages available, and for you to be able to develop and grow into the trader you want to become. I believe everyone's got the opportunity to start, make a start, and then build your way up. If you want to accelerate, who would like acceleration to the max? Raise your hand. Yeah, okay, I thought you would. Okay, but some of you might be in the position to do it, some of you mightn't be. Wherever you are, what's important is taking some action and getting started, because that's what can lift you up to where you want to get to. It's no use saying, you know what, I don't think I can get there. Because, it's going to take me 6 months or 12 months, you know, the negativity going through. So you know what, get back over to this side and say, in 6 months, 12 months, bang, that's where I'm going to be. I'm just going to be like this guy. Not so much I'm going to be like Dave, I'm going to be like Heather, for example. I'm going to be like Timbo. It's a classic in my trading room. And he's making a killing. I never thought he would, but he is. I would be like Adrian. I would be like Paul. I've got this guy, lovely guy, Paul, who just started trading about late last year sometime. You know, last night he made $3,000. Unbelievable. Massive Kiwi guy. He walks up to me one day. He's 6'5", about 170 kilos, and he's coming at me. And he puts his hand out, I shake it, I go, shit, I hope you're doing well. You know, else he'd kill me. But the reality is, you'll start looking up to other people doing successfully well, because there's lots of people doing incredible things. And every step of the way, it's like looking up and moving on and moving on. That's what it's all about. In our program, okay, we got a live trading room. So we've got a normal live trading room that's open from 10:30 at night through to 6 a.m. When the trades are taken are between 11:30 and 6 a.m. Okay, so there's 2 main sessions there. One is from 11:30 till about 2 a.m. So you can do that session. That's what I call the morning session. So remember I said when you're starting, it's about creating the start, getting moving. Doing a few hours is fine. You don't need to be there all night. Or you might say, you know what, Dave, I like getting up early, so 3 o'clock in the morning through to 6 suits you better. I would like to start learning at that particular time. whatever suits you initially. But what it is about getting started. Then, the way I trade right now, the Platinum Room, for example, we open at 11:30, and then we could be shut in 20 minutes. Or we could be shut in an hour. And I just say, go away, guys, I'm finished. That particular room is only open for when I'm there, because I moderate it. No one else does, and it's my money, and away we go. But the reality is our normal trading room is open all day to help you guys, to teach you all the basics and be taking trades as well. Does it make sense? So you've got the opportunity there. But ideally, spending as much time as possible is good, but take your time. Don't overload the brain, because there's a lot, right now I think everything's easy. But I've been doing it 8 years. It's not that easy. I know that. Okay? It takes a bit of time. But the reality is you can pick it up pretty fast. Also within our program, we've got a 12-hour DVD home study and manual, okay? So in the manual, it's got me explaining on how to do pretty much everything. We've got the technical analysis on charts, trends, signals, how to do this, how to do that, lots of information there. Risk management, trading is all about managing your risk and maximizing your profits. Professional trader says, not how much can I make, but how much can I potentially lose in any trade. Okay, so before I go into a trade, I've got my maximum risk there. I already know what it is. I know what it is. And I know what I'm looking for my profit as well. A gambler is someone who goes in and says, I'll buy something and we'll see what happens. Does it make sense? I plan to make money by going in there, risking what I'm going to risk, and I know my reward. That's what you call a professional trader. Someone who knows how to make money from the markets. We'll talk about psychology. Psychology has got so many things to do with your trading. Since you were a baby, who brings you up at the start? Your parents. And they teach you what? Do they teach you their beliefs or someone else's? Their beliefs. Okay? How many of your parents are successful traders? Okay, I rest my case. So the reality is, your psychology might be a little bit like that. I need to change your psychology, make you stronger, make you big, make you powerful to be able to execute what you need to do. That is not going to happen overnight though. Okay, so we need to work on our psychology. The fastest and easiest way to do that is by gaining experience and having positive expectations and meeting them. Having realistic expectations and meeting them. Okay, and then all of a sudden you won't be able to hold yourself back. You'll have some little issues along the way, but you just let us know what they are and we can fix them. Because whatever you're going through, I've been through it. I don't think there's a mistake out there I haven't made. Okay, so it's really important to speak up and say, hey Dave, we've got one guy, for example, at the moment, he goes, Dave, I can't stop taking my own trades. I can't stop doing it. So I'll stop you. He goes, I just need a bit of help. And I said to him, I said, do you really want my help? So I put it back on him. He goes, yes, Dave, I really want your help. I say, all right, I need you to do these few things for me. I said, are you willing to do them, yes or no? And he says, yes. I go, every day I want you to send me your account statement for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, every day send me your account statement. Well, that's tough because I'll get to see whatever trade he took in that night. Okay, so he knows he's only allowed to be whatever trades that I've taken. That was his first thing. Second one is, if he finds like he's about to take a trade or do something silly, one of my support guys will be on Skype and he'll tell him off. He'll tell him he's thinking about it and they'll talk about it and get over it. That was the second thing. But if he takes his own trade, his punishment was I'm kicking him out of the trading room for a week. The second one is he does it again, I kick him out for 2 weeks. If he does it again, I kick him out for good. Do you think he's done it once in the last 3 weeks? Not once. Guess how much money he's made? He's got a bucket. He can't pick it up. It's too bloody heavy, right? The reality was I was filling his money up, making him money. Over here, he thought he had money to play with and spend. Go and spend it on your girlfriend or your wife or your husband. Go and spend it in a good way. Don't go and throw it back into the market because your emotions are taking over. You just want to do something. Trading is about patience, learning patience. I can sit there all night. I can sit for a week and do nothing. And I'm doing my job. If I go there and I take trade after trade after trade, I'm getting emotionally involved with the market because technically they're not there. Does it make sense? So it's really important. If you have a problem, the moral of the story is let me know And I'll ask you really if you want my help, and then we can work through different things. That's only one specific one. We fix that pretty quick. But there's other ones, psychology, things that go through your brain, things that you don't think you would do that we can fix. It's like initially, you know, when I first hop on the stage to do public speaking, I was like, oh, I'd be up here, words come out perfect, my legs like this. Shitting myself, right? And then all of a sudden, I just needed someone to help me out. So he got me a process. So do you think I'm pretty confident now when I speak? Yeah? Okay? I think I am too, right? But the reality is he showed me a couple of steps, all I had to do, and each time I done the right thing, I got better and better and better at it. Until the time come when I hopped up there and I was fine. My legs stopped shaking. I had no nerves. You know, I know the words will come out. The biggest thing about public speaking, you think, when I get up there, the word's going to come out. Because most of what I'm telling you, where's the script? There isn't one, right? So you know your stuff. If you don't know your stuff, don't get up here and talk, for God's sake. But if you know your stuff, it'll come out. It was like I was saying to Joel up the back, I'll say, don't know what I'm going to talk about. And he goes, mate, you know it just comes. And it does, because I don't even know what the first word I'm going to say to you guys. And that is the cool thing about presenting, because it's passionate. I think you can feel my energy comes through to you, and when I talk about different things, it's because this is what I'm passionate about. If you come and you someone speaking away about whatever, you'll feel if they're not passionate. Okay? What I'm doing and creating is something that I'm extremely passionate about, and I love anyone who's excited about it to get on board and just do it, because that's what it's about. How you get results is standing up and just taking it and getting there. All right, so psychology, business, money management, leverage, trade setups, trading plan, office setup, how to start this as a business. It's so important to start off with a professional outlook. Say, you know what, this is where I'm starting, this is where I want to be, and here's the roadmap. You know, it's like driving from here to Melbourne without a map and no signs. It'll take you a hell of a long time if you've got no map, wouldn't it? But if you've got a map, it can take about 20 hours. It took me about 20 hours to get here. Okay, so you can get there. It's the same with trading. Get your map, get on board, and you can get there. Also, we have a 2-day live workshop, okay? So you guys have to put up with me for 2 days. Is that okay? So we'll have a like this, where you come to a 2-day event where it's just specifically e-minis. And at the moment, I'm doing both days, full days. We just had one in Auckland last weekend. We had all day Saturday and all day Sunday. Okay, so you come and I just teach you specifically about all the aspects of trading, where you are today, how to get there, all the trade signals, all the money management, all the psychology. It's an unbelievable weekend, how to learn to increase, accelerate, and make a hell of a lot of money. And I tell you exactly how I do it. I keep it in English. I tell you how I've done it. I'm not up here telling you technical stuff where you say, you know what, I can't get that. Okay? And the more 2-day events you do, the better you'll get over and over again. And you get to come to them for the next 5 years for free. Just keep coming over and over again. In Brisbane, I do it once a year. Probably in the Gold Coast, maybe we'll do it once. We do it in Melbourne. We go to Perth. We go everywhere. We get around, right? But the reality is you can get there. And especially you guys is perfect. The next one's in May, yeah? 28th and 29th of May. What month are we in? March, April, May. 2 months away. Which is actually perfect timing if you're thinking of enrolling. Well, get home, do the home study, get started, and then come to that. It'd be perfect timing. But the reality is, if it was on next week, I would say just come there too, because that's just as good as well. So there's heaps of information there. Basically, you get the opportunity to be with me and the trading team. It's a learning environment, really focused on trading. You get all the questions answered. Also, we have a members website, guys. As soon as you enroll, you get access to a members website. In here, there's got a heap of information. There's about, I would say, 25, 30 videos in there on how to do different things. There's about 15 to 20 PDF forms on all our different signals, setups, bits and pieces. Also, there's all the results in there. There's previous charts to start learning where we buy and sell in our trade setups, to start learning. Also, it's all our contact details in there. That's how you book into the 2-day events, because you need to book into them. And there's just a load of information in there, which I wish I could show you right now, but unfortunately I can't. If you get one of the intro DVDs of me specifically speaking, you'll actually see it on one of those. So you might be able to pick one of those up and have a look through it. But it is, it's a fantastic environment, definitely to get you started. So as soon as you enroll, You'll get a username and password, and once you log in here, obviously it's got all the different things that you need. It's got the steps to success as well. So it's got how to open a trading account, how to fund it, who to do it with, and then it's got how to log into the trading room, what to do, step by step by step, and obviously you can change it around the mix, but obviously ours is a guide, how to become successful and how to do everything and go through it, and so on and so on. Also, as becoming an E-Mini member, you get the 21st Century Home Study Package for free. Okay? There's a 21st Century, do you guys know, all of you guys know, there's a 21st Century 4-day education program starting tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Who's coming here, by the way? Okay, fantastic. You guys are going to be here for a long, long time, right? But the reality is what you're going to learn, and you get to see me Sunday again. I'll be here Sunday, yeah? Yeah, Sunday, 4:30. But the reality is you'll learn so much information over the 4 days and the opportunities are endless. You know, it's a brilliant program to get you started. When I bought my first program to get started on my field to find what I wanted to do, guess what I bought? 21st Century Home Study Program, 8 years ago, 10 years ago now. How funny is that? And I've done that program right now. The program's, you know, it's got 20,000 times better with all the different things you can get into, and you know, it's just developed and improved, and it's an unbelievable experience. Just get started, and that's just thrown in for free as becoming an E-Mini member. Okay, so you get that as well. So the main part of it is the 4-day Education for Life seminar, which starts tomorrow. If you can't come tomorrow, you'll come to the next one. And they'll be on every 2 or 3 months, and you just come, and you can come for the next 5 years for free. And that's what it's about. Learning to be successful at anything is about repetition, putting the effort in, and saying, you know what, I want this. I want to be successful in my life. Sure, money's a part of that. You know, once it becomes not a big part of it, it's a good thing. Okay? Who would like to go home and not worry about bills anymore? Yeah, bills suck, right? The reality is I hated bills all the time. So now, even today, my wife just does all the bills because I don't want to know about them. I don't care about them. I know there's heaps of money and she's not fussed about them either. Okay? So just getting your bills out of your life and knowing that, you know what, if you want to go spend 50 grand or you want to help your mother or your father or you want to help somebody, you can because you have the money. And you know what? That's not the only money you have. You can keep repeating it over and over and over again. Once you've got the process or the secret to make money, you just repeat it over and over again. You guys know a lot I'm not going to put everyone into the bracket. Most people know how to go to work and make 50 to 80 grand for the boss. Let's get out there and make 200 to $1 million for yourself. Who's up for that? Okay, good. So you know where I'm coming from. So you start trading today with our program. You get the home study course, the live seminar training. So you have to put up with me for 2 days, but it's an unbelievable weekend. And you think I'm passionate now? Wait till you get there. I really get going. Also, we trade real money. The support is incredible. You know, I have a fantastic team working for me and with everybody, and they're there for you. I have my office in the Sunshine Coast, actually my house, and there's a support guy that works from 9 o'clock in the morning through to 4:30 every day. Okay, so he's there specifically to help you set up your charts, set up your accounts, hold your hand as much as you need. That's what he's there for. Okay, outside of that, I've got 4 other moderators. There's myself, Sebastian, Anmol, Nick. They're all to support everybody. Okay, and that team is going to be growing this year and growing and growing. And that's what it's all about. My whole goal is to grow an unbelievable network of professional traders to get out there and help. Everyone's not going to want to help, but I'll tell you what, most of them will, because they're so thankful for whatever they've been given. That's for sure. So also with it, you get the Auto Trader, 100% money back guarantee on our standard program. Everyday trading mentoring is the key, without doubt. It's priceless. Getting mentored and being shown how to deal with certain situations, knowing when saying, you know, just saying, Dave, is it okay if I do this? Or Dave, what do you think about this? Just to rebound it off someone who knows, who's been there before you, that can help you. Does that make sense? Or if we have a losing trade, you'll hear me go, oh, well, let's move on to the next one. And once we have a few winning trades in a row, I'll go, hey, cowboy, hang back here. Hold back with me. Let's wait for the next best one. Let's just not try to go out there and make more money. Let's wait for quality. Quality trades over quantity trades any day of the week. That's what trading's all about. So, your opportunity today is to learn to live trade okay, which I think is one of the most powerful and exciting things to do. Also, you might want to just take advantage of the Auto Trader. We have an Auto Trader program only. Okay, so if you're just interested in that and like to use it as a passive investment over time, that's fine, you can do that. Also, we have a Platinum Club. Would you guys like to hear about the Platinum Club? Sure about that? Or we'll skip that bit. All right, we'll talk about that a little bit. Okay, so the Platinum Club includes 4 3-week blocks trading in my office. I'm really sorry, but you're going to have to come up to the Sunshine Coast and come to my house and trade with me for 12 days. Okay, so you're in my office. Some of the times you get the opportunity to sit right next to me as well. And some of the times what I'm actually going to be doing is getting people to trade my account for me. Also, once you're there too, I'm bringing back up on, is the Auto Trader. You'll see the Auto Trader kicking over. When it goes in 1,000 contracts a go, the experience you'll be blown away by. Just being in that atmosphere, being in positive atmosphere around other people who are positive, and my positiveness will rub off on you. There's no doubt. And you'll see what I go through. You'll see what it takes to be a successful trader. And what happens is you come for 3 days. So I don't want you to come for 12 days and then you're done. It doesn't work as good. What works as good best is come and trade with me for 3 days. Go home, implement what you learn. Okay? When you come back to me in 3 months, whatever we agreed on for you to do, because I'll do a personal plan, one-on-one with every single person there. Whatever we agreed on, I want you to go home and do that. And in 3 months' time, you come back down, you trade again with me in my office, you sit down with me one-on-one again, and you look me in the eye and say, yeah, Dave, I've done this, 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 and this. And we agree on what are we going to do from the 3rd month through to the 6th month. And we do that, and then you'll go home again. And then when you come back, you'll sit down again with me, we'll say, okay, what are we going to do now? And we'll agree. So basically, I'm helping you every step of the way for 12 months. You're coming in and trading with me every day outside of those times as well. So I'm not just saying, do the 3 days with me and go home, here, go. No, you do the 3 days, but then you trade with me every other day. And not anybody else, you trade with me. I'm a professional trader. I can't do what I can do in the Platinum room in our normal room because I'll kill a lot of people because they haven't got the expertise. But once you come into the Platinum Club, you will have the expertise to do what I need you to do. And you won't panic. Does that make sense? This is the acceleration to the max. Also, you have a trading plan, advanced strategies that I use daily. So we're going to be going for more profit. We're going to be adding contract. Is everyone okay with more profit? Okay, so you'll learn how to get the profit as easy as possible, but accelerate it. Make it faster. Make it bigger. Keep your risk smaller. How to manage the trades. How to make everything a lot better. Also, you get 6 one-hour mentoring sessions. So you come to my house 4 times a year. Within that, you'll get you 20 minutes each time you come because I can't do any more than that, and that's all I need. Because I do the talking, you do the listening. And maybe the second time around, you'll do the talking and I'll do the listening, and we'll compromise, okay? But the reality is, outside of that, you'll get mentoring sessions from myself and my staff. Also, there's the Auto Trader and trading rooms for life. There's no more fees ever with this particular program, forever. So you have access to the normal trading room and the Platinum room forever, no more fees. This is for serious people looking to make 20K within 12 months. That is my plan. Initially, when you enroll, my goal is to get you from 0 to 5 grand a week over 12 months. Right now, the Platinum program has been going about 4 weeks or something, and there's guys, at least 5 to 10 of them, already exceeding that. Amazing. And they would never have done it before without doing the program. None of them. There's people who have started the program, say 2 or 3 weeks ago. They're trading more contracts than they ever would have in the other trading room because they've got the guidance of me. They've got me sitting in their face. They're sitting right next to me. This is what we're doing. This is a strict plan. If you don't plan to succeed and you want to stuff it up, come over here. Don't enroll in the Platinum program. Don't. If you want to be successful and succeed, you come over here and you say, you know what, Dave, I'll do it. I will do it. I will be successful. You just show me the way and I'll do exactly what you're asking of us. You have to make that decision that that's what you want to do. I can't make it for you. Do you guys want to be rich? Yep. Do you guys want time? Yep. Cash flow? Yep. Well then, these are all the things that I have. Model to get what you want. That's what it's all about. So the Platinum is only, also we have the Platinum only trading room. The way this trading works is Once I open up in the morning, if I've made my money and I'm happy with that, bang, it's closed. See you guys. See you tomorrow. I think last night we were open for about an hour and a half. The night before, the Platinum room was only open for 2 hours. So the Platinums have only had 3 hours, and on the weekend I was away, so I didn't trade Monday night. So if I'm not there, it's not open. Okay, but you get access to my real account where I'm taking from 50 to a million, which has already done 105% in 6 weeks. You get to copy that exactly as I do it. That is pretty powerful stuff, isn't it? Have you ever heard of anyone willing to do this? You know, that's why there's over 65 members already. I only planned for 20. But anyway, we'll just make it a bigger, happy family. But the success and the success of the people in it is what's driving me just to keep going and do it. Because I'm bringing you to my house. I'm bringing you into my life. I'm showing what I've got. I'm showing you who I am as a person. You would find it very rare to find anyone who'd be willing to do that. That's for sure. So that's why this is one of the most powerful programs on the planet.
So how did you find your first week of Platinum, Mike?
Yeah, it was a real eye-opener. Probably the best week. I reckon I've learned more this week than I have in 4 months of trading. So, yeah.
So how long have you been actually
the
trading
back of my house.
with Dave before you came here?
With Dave, how long have I been trading before I come here? With Dave?
Yeah.
4 months. Been trading live for 3 months.
And what would be your most profitable week?
This week,
How much did you make this week, Mike?
I made $3,760 this week.
About, you can do it to the cent.
And how many contracts was that to get to that figure?
By the end of the week, I was trading 22 contracts. At the start, I was at 11.
So it's fair to say that David instills a bit of confidence in you to be able to ramp things up a little bit and go a bit harder.
And what do you think made the difference there? What gave you the confidence? Do you think being at the Platinum program and seeing everything live, everything how it works?
Yeah, seeing how Dave does it and being around all other blokes doing the same thing. And, everyone, I suppose, yeah.
How did you find the one-on-one session that you had with Dave?
Really good. Said everything I wanted to hear. Got a good plan to go home with.
And what's the plan?
Well, when I get home, I'll go and see the boss and tell him I need some holidays. And pretty much, hopefully, just use all the holidays I've got saved up. And then at the end of that, we'll catch you later. With a bit of luck. So.
Good man.
There we go. Platinum results.
Yeah. Full time after 1 week.
Good stuff, mate. Thanks for chatting with us. And we'll see you in 3 months where we can take it up a few more contracts.
Right. Count down the days.
This is from that guy that was just on that video, started the Platinum 3 weeks ago. Hi, Dave. Here are my results since I started. I'm up 25,000 in 47 days. And for that, I can't thank you enough. And I used to work 12 hours a day, take home $750 a week. Now I trade full time and life has never been better. Never in my life have I had so much enthusiasm for the next day to start instead of looking forward to finishing work. I now look forward to starting work. I can't wait for the year ahead because the way things are going, anything's possible. That's his last thing is the most exciting thing for me. Anything is possible. That is his reality now. You know, in 4 weeks, he's made 25 grand. That's amazing. This kid is 20 years old. And he come to me. Before he come to me, he was only trading a few contracts. So I found out what he was doing. I said, okay, let's do this, 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 and this. And let's see if we can create a reality for you, which is mine. He's come to me and said, you know what, Dave, I'm going to give you 100% for 3 months. You better make it happen for me. I said, you follow me, it'll happen for you. He's followed me to the letter. He's up 25 grand. $700 a week over 4 weeks. What's that? 2,800. Is that a big difference between 2,800 and 25 grand? Just a tad, right? That's what I call exhilaration. Having the good influence right next to him saying, you know what, do what I do, follow me, you'll be fine. If you don't want to follow me, get over here. I don't want to know you. Coming into this is for serious people who say, you know what, I don't know everything, follow me, I'll show you how to do it. And you'll get the result. It is simple as that. Modeling, modeling, modeling. It's all about that.
Hi, just a quick testimonial for David and 21st Century Minis. I've been trading for some time now with David and been profitable since October last year. And the last 6 weeks have been unbelievable. I've had income of $34,000 with 12,000 of that coming in the past 3 days. The program, the support is just unbelievable what it offers. You learn so much about trading and so much about yourself, and for me it's turned my life around, and really the sky's the limit. As a business opportunity, the costs are minimal and unlimited potential for income. If you put the effort in and follow the rules that are set out, you can't go wrong. It's a great program, as I mentioned, with great support. So I'm so grateful for it. So thank you very much.
It's amazing. How much is he up in the last little bit? 12 grand in how many days? 3 days. It's actually 2, because I wasn't even there Monday. So he done it on Tuesday and Wednesday. Before, he would make 1,000, 2,000 here or there. 2 weeks ago, he made 4,000. Last week, he made 8,000. This week, he's up 12,000. Amazing, isn't it? Confidence, focus, turns up, does the right thing, money's there. Absolutely amazing. Can you see why I get excited about results of the guys who's doing this with me? It's pretty bloody exciting stuff, isn't it?
So go ahead, Steve.
It's great. I thought I would start when I'm at 8 contracts. I've ended up going to 15 already. Next week I'll probably go to 20. Made 3 grand this week. I've seen Dave make 10. It's just been a really good week.
Okay.
Learned heaps.
Learned heaps. What's probably one of the better things that you learned to take away?
I've just learned the trades a lot better. Gaining confidence in the trades, how to pick the better ones. Being patient. I mean, I've been trading since May last year, so that's about 10 months now. And in this week, I've probably learned more than in that whole 10 months. The one-on-one with Dave is really good. He goes through and he sits with everyone and gives you, a personalised trading plan. So this week already, I've made about the same as what I would make in my profession after spending many years at uni. So I was hoping to wait until the whole 12 months was over to start kind of replacing my income, and I've already done it in the first week. So from here, if I can just keep that up, instead of waiting 12 months, I might start knocking off not doing as much work in the next month or so. So yeah, highly recommend it. It's just gone through with everyone. I know people are at different stages. Some people only need 500 or 1,000 to replace their income, but Dave kind of sorts out a way for everyone to kind of get there, and it's great.
Fantastic. Yeah, well, as you said, you came here wanting to do, start on 8 contracts and then take it up slowly, and it's fair to say that he gave you a bit of confidence just to take it straight up a lot quicker.
Yeah, and I mean, some people I know started on just sim this week and have already gone up to just 5 contracts where they probably wouldn't have done that for up to 12 months otherwise. So confidence and the acceleration of learning is excellent.
Well, thanks for chatting to us, mate.
No worries.
Good on you.
It's pretty cool, eh? I got an email from him yesterday. Hey Dave, excellent results again this week. I have to go to court today, but I'll make about 5k, including for my efforts in preparing many hours beforehand. It's nothing compared to the 15k I just made in the last 2 nights trading. If only I didn't have to feel my obligations as a barrister. Got to give it up ASAP. Not taking on any more work after this month. Learning lots too and getting better at picking his own trades, which is really important, but still following you 100%. Look forward to continued trading success. Many thanks, Stephen Lowry. How cool is that? Okay, he's gone from a barrister to a trader. Why would you go to work for 5 grand a week when you can come and make 15 grand in a couple of nights? The reality is his confidence has grown tremendously. He started just 3 weeks ago, like he'd been in the normal trading room for a while. Then his confidence built to a point where he come to the Platinum Club. I upped him up on the contract straight away. So he's never made 3 grand before in his life. The second week, he made 4 grand. He's never made 4 grand trading in his life. Then this week, what's happened? He's up 15 grand. Now I've got a, hey, Tiger, slow down, slow down. But it's amazing what can be achieved in a short period of time when you have the knowledge. You have the capital, you have the experience. Capital, experience, and what? Time. Have the time to do it. Okay, and his time right now, he can't afford to go to work anymore, can he? So we're working on that. I just want to show you guys, and this is what really lifted me up. Last night, I just want to show you guys what other people are achieving. So this is from the live trading room. I always say, when we take a trade, I say, how did you guys go? How much did you make? Or whatever. Okay, so I'll just show you a little bit. And I asked them a couple of questions. All right, so we just took a winning trade last night, and I said, all right, guys, how did everyone go? And what you can see here is pretty impressive. A lot of them around, 500 to 1,000. A lot of them at 2,000. There's Stephen at 7.5. A few 3,000s. Gus 5,000. Alan 3,000. Adrian 1,500. Barry 6,000. Alex works for 21st Century. He made $3,000 last night. Guess what he made the night before? $3,000 as well. He's up $6,000. 21st Century might be losing an employee, I think. Maybe. We'll see. But look at all the guys. 1,800, 1,500, 3. Look at Mark. That's a 20-year-old kid. He made 3,750. Matt. This is a guy I had to do tough love with. But look, when I do tough love, works out all right, doesn't it? $3,500. Then, and here's our star, Brad. Hi, Dave. I'm having a lot of trouble with my trading dome, and I got on the dome at a different price, even though the orders are the same with you on the dome, but still got 17,400. What a shame, Brad. Sorry to hear that, mate. And Paul, Brad, I only got 14,700. I'm just a little jealous. Amazing. And then I asked the room how much they were up this week. There's a lot of good numbers there, isn't there? 1,500, 3K, 6K, 15,000. Alan 6,000. Miranda 3,000. Barry 12,000. Peter Frankie 6,000. Frankie's only gone live in the last 2 weeks. Amazing. How can you make $6,000 after 2 weeks of trading? Amazing. Matt, Sue, and we've got a star in the audience too. If she wouldn't mind, Heather's actually in the room. If she wouldn't mind getting up for me. Stand up, Heather. Everyone give her a round of applause. I have to pull you out. You're sitting there. So could you just give us like 30 seconds, what do you think of the Platinum Club? Just wait one sec. You can come down. Come up here. I'll interview you. Confidence. She always wanted to be on stage. She might be part of the team one day. We'll see. So, what initially got you into the Platinum Club? Why did you enter it for?
I first went to a 21st Century 4-day event at the Gold Coast at the end of last year, and I had purchased a package, E-minis and Forex, and I wasn't sure which one I wanted to do. So at the 4-day event, I looked at the presenters, and Dave presented, obviously, the E-minis, and the people who traded with him were really enthusiastic, and he's such a genuine guy, and I thought, wow, this looks really good. And everyone was so excited, and yeah.
So you just joined onto the Platinum?
Oh, absolutely.
And what did you think after your first week of being at my house?
Well, actually, it was good. I really appreciated working with the rest of the team, because there was a range of different people from 20 years old to well into their 60s, and they had a lot of stories about whether they had traded before or if they're into investments. Some of them were beginners like myself, and they had a lot of knowledge, so it really assisted me to go home and set up properly.
Okay, cool. So you learn a lot from your first week. How have you found it? Because now you've gone home for, how long have you been home for?
I've been trading for 4 weeks.
You've been live for 4 weeks?
4 weeks.
And how much are you up over 4 weeks?
$7,000.
Wow, give that a round of applause for 4 weeks. So, have you started taking your own trades yet?
No, and I don't intend to.
So, what do you think of the concept of modelling?
Oh, it's a great idea, absolutely. I'm very happy to model and follow everything you do. I've made mistakes, very minor ones, and I'm happy to make my mistakes early on. But it just gives me more confidence when I go in and continuing observing what he's doing and ensuring that I do what you do. And when I do that, positive results.
So that's pretty cool. So over your year, what's your end goal to get to? Is it to the $5,000 a week, or what's your goal?
I'd like to get $500,000.
$500,000. Cool. Do you think it's possible now?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Cool. So if you think anything is possible, it is. If you don't think it's possible, it's not. So you've started, your confidence, how's your confidence level?
It's building day by day.
Building day by day.
Yes.
And your knowledge about the markets. Do you think it's easier to learn while you're making money or while you're losing money?
Oh, when you're making money, obviously.
Obviously. So thank you and good luck. I'll see you tonight because we trade tonight. Give her a round of applause. Thank you. But how's that? Someone brand new to trading, just started, didn't really know what she wanted to do. What she was looking for is someone just to grab her by the hand and say, listen, come and do it with me. I'll show you how to do it. And then you heard her. She's made a couple of little mistakes, but mainly she's been able to follow 100%. She's modeling success, and then she'll become successful in her own right. Because first you need to learn how success is created. Follow the formula, which is quite simple, and then move on. Because everyone has brilliant minds, can pick out your own trades, your own strategies, and diverse, which is fine. And then you have what I'm trying to create right now is a unbelievable, breakable confidence in this formula. We'll call it the Dave formula. Okay? Then I want you to create your own formula where you have your little bit successes and failures, and then all of a sudden you'll trade and you'll probably never have to use me again. But if you do, I'll still be there. I'll be still there to help you because you're a member for life. The room's there to support you, creating around, it's an unbelievable experience, an unbelievable opportunity for anybody to take up. So I just thought I'd show you that because people say to me, I don't know anyone who's doing this or doing that. All of these guys and girls are doing it. And it's not just for guys. I want more females in there, right? They're much better looking than the guys. Okay, Miranda's in there doing exceptionally well. Miranda, there's a video testimonial of her, but I haven't got time to go through it. But she started with $22,000 and she's up $7,000 something and a bit of change. It's just not the guys. Sue's in there as well. I don't know 100% what her profit and loss is at the moment. Okay, but there's other girls doing it. Sure, it's dominated by some guys, but the girls in there, and they give the guys a bit of what for, don't they? They have to look after them. Well, keep them all in check anyway. Okay, so there's lots of people out there doing it, and if you think this is something that you want to do, if you guys think this is something you want to do, then you know what you got to do? You've got to have the courage and the conviction to give it a go. You give something a go, but when you give something a go, you don't come over and say, you know what, I'm half going to give this a go. I'm going to see if I get it a little bit right, and then I'll go into it. What you say is, no, I'm going to make a commitment to be successful. I know if I want to do the normal course, I'll take my progress and I'll progress up, fantastic. One day I might do the platinum. You might never need to do the platinum. You might say to yourself, you know what, I want this now. I want to retire within 3 months. I can't guarantee it. I can't 100% guarantee, but your likelihood of being able to do that with the 3 keys is impressive, is very strong. I've retired 4 people this week from work. This week alone, because they've made more this week. Their confidence is there, and they know they're never going to have to go back. Because they're doing the right things. I'm doing it there in front of them. It's an amazing opportunity. I don't know how long this opportunity is going to be there because I only can handle it for so long. Probably 12 months to 2 years where I create an unbelievable, successful team of traders. Then I can step back and say, you know what? I created that. It's not about the money. If it was about the money, I could just stay home, trade myself, trade twice as much, and be done with it. Be bored out of my brain. My passion right now is to find out how I can get you where you want to be. Individually. I know the same thing won't work for everybody, but getting you to where you want to go is my goal for the next 12 months. Because once I achieve that, I've got a brilliant set of traders who can help me create an unbelievable power force of 21st century E-minis that can go out there and change people's lives like that. You know, if you come and sat next to me for a week, for a month, you would feel what goes through. You would feel the money, the passion, the excitement. It's amazing. Like, I'm up here, I tell you right now, I'm buzzing. I get under pressure a lot, you know, and I have some pressure release now and again, and right now you guys are getting it. But I believe trading can change anyone's life. You need to be willing to commit, have a go, and anybody can do it. You don't need to be rocket science. But there's no buts. There's plan A. Plan A is be successful. Take it on your own back. Don't listen to anybody else. Listen to yourself and say, you know what? If I want to be successful, I want to be successful in property. I want to be successful in shares. I want to be successful in whatever. Go and find someone who knows how to do it really well. Model. Learn. Then create your own strategies around that. If trading is it, you will not find a program like this anywhere in the world. Anywhere. Not for once, they won't show you a real trading dome. They'll never trade 50 or 100 or 300 or 1,000 contracts in front of you. You will see that. They'll never invite you into their home to come and trade with me. Why do I let people into my home? Is because I want you to experience my experience. I want you to feel that, you know what, this is what I want. Stephen, who made 15 grand this week, he wants my car. Right? It's a Mercedes, C63, AMG, machine. He wants my 2 jet skis. He wants my house. He actually is going to buy a block of land off me probably. He goes, Dave, he calls me the Oracle. I say, Stephen, what is the Oracle? Can anyone tell me? I don't actually know it. It's out of the movie. But it's a really, really cool thing. The reality is, he's building his way up. He is modeling me 100% to get to where he wants. His commitment is, Dave, I want this. And that's what he's telling me. I want this. Starting with 50 grand or starting with 100, I don't care. He's right now, he's got too much in his account, but I'm going to follow you 100% for this next 12 months and learn a heap because his personality is a little bit different to mine. I'm naturally conservative, protective of everyone I look after. Okay, that's how I am. I'm very giving in my time, my energy, my effort. Everything goes in. I need to be successful. I need to be successful as a trader for me, but I need to be successful as a teacher. I've been teaching people for over 4 years. I need to be extremely successful. How I do that is creating a group of traders, platinum traders, that can model me, take it to their level, and branch. Does that make sense? It is the smartest thing to do. And that's why I've created. That's why the opportunity is a gold mine. It's an opportunity of once in a lifetime. You just have to step up there and say, you know what, Dave, I want this as much as you want to do it for me. Because what you'll find, I'll want it more than you. I don't want one failure out of my platinum course. I don't want one failure out of the normal trading room. But obviously I can't control that as much as I can control the platinum room. But if you're dedicated, you're serious, I'm standing here right in front of you, right before you. I'm 100% committed. I'm 100%, I know I'll achieve it. If you want it, I would love to see you all as 21st century members, E-mini members. And thanks for your day. Thanks for your time.